You worked hard and now you've got your very own home. And I hear you're saving even more money. So what's next? Think you can manage? Welcome to the Red Desk, your go-to destination for real estate know-how. This episode's for big dreamers, long-term thinkers only. Today, we're talking about investment properties. Whether you're housing full-time tenants or tourists just passing through, buying your first rental property won't work in quite the same way as buying a home that you live in. Consider this your rental property starter guide. Because buying a rental property is different than buying your primary residence, you're going to need an additional checklist. First, you should make sure you meet a few common sense qualifications. Second, you need to know that you're going to make a return on investment. It's kind of the point. And finally, be confident that you fully understand what you're getting into. This isn't instant noodles, it's property management. First up, what I'm calling common sense qualifications, like making sure you're financially stable enough to take on another mortgage. If you're stretching yourself thin, think again. Running a successful investment property is not the same as running a family home. Expenses start long before tenants move in. Most lenders want you to have at least a 15% down payment for investment properties, which often isn't required when you buy your first home. Lenders are more cautious with loans for investment properties because the risks of foreclosure and default are higher. And on 2 to 4 unit homes, some lenders want as much as 25% down. The savviest investors, that's you, always calculate potential ROI rates before buying properties. Here's how it works. First, estimate annual rental income by searching for similar properties currently up for rent. Condos, duplexes, single-family homes, apartments, trailers, fixer-uppers, McMansions in the suburbs, you name it! Potential rental homes come in all shapes and sizes. Once you know what you're looking for, find an average monthly rent and multiply that by 12 for a year's worth of income. For example, you buy a property worth $200,000. You rent it out for $1,000 a month. Your total potential income is $1,000 times 12 months for a total of $12,000 a year. Let's also assume that the property costs about $500 a month in fees and other expenses like insurance, property taxes, and maintenance. That's $6,000 in property taxes out of your income, leaving you with $6,000 of net operating income. Divide that by the total value of your mortgage. $6,000 divided by $200,000 equals 0.03, giving your property an ROI of 3%. If you buy a home in a great neighborhood and you know that you can rent to reliable tenants, a 3% ROI is great. But if the property is in an area known for short-term tenants, a 3% ROI may not be worth your time and effort. There are a few more things you should keep in mind before jumping into your property management hustle. Make sure you keep an eye on housing market trends. Everyone wants to buy property that rises in value over time, but the only way to know is to look back and compare the property prices and taxes from the past to the present. Don't be afraid to take plenty of time to analyze market trends to find the perfect area before you dive in. Speaking of time, managing a rental property takes up a lot of it. Before you decide to buy an investment property, double and triple check your calendar to make sure you have plenty of time to maintain your space. Hope you're good with time management. If you have to perform repairs or maintenance, you have to do it while working around your tenant's right to privacy, a legal standard in most states that stops you from dropping by unannounced without at least 24 hours of warning. If the realities of property management are starting to sound like a little much, you can always turn to specialized property management companies. Something else to keep in mind when you're managing a property? Every little problem. Even changing the light bulbs. Broken ceiling fans and exploding toilets are officially your problem, and you have to make sure any and all repairs are completed in a timely fashion. Appliance repairs or emergency plumbing work can get very expensive very fast. Some states allow tenants to withhold rent if you don't fix broken utilities on time, which seems fair enough. So you'll need access to quite a bit of money, and you're gonna have to be ready emotionally and financially to spend it. Another expense that comes along with owning a rental property is paying for advertising and credit checks to make sure you get the best tenants possible. Because a great set of tenants are an asset for your property, but bad tenants, they can increase your expenses dramatically. Next item on the checklist, ROI, return on investment. You shouldn't buy a rental property unless the return on investment is there. You know what they say, bad ROI, do not buy. Okay, they don't actually say that, but they could. They deal with repairs, check up on your property, and collect rent on your behalf. In exchange, they take a percentage of your monthly rent. If you live far from your property or have lackluster repair skills, hiring a property management company may be a great choice for you. The bottom line, buying your first rental property is all about making sure you're common sense qualified, have crunched the numbers on potential returns, and are ready for the realities of property management. Where to begin? Put together a budget and start your search. Head to Rocket Homes now to see what homes are for sale in your area. Red Desk out. Thanks for checking us out today. If you would like to see more videos, you know what to do. Click right here. And as always, like and subscribe. See you next time.